Oh, we've grown and we've knit among my fellow addicts. This is TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict here, coming to you with a very late night TFTC. As of this recording, it is currently 1:21 a.m., but as usual, we have a lot of news to cover. But first, I am your host, TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, and with me, I have my co-admin and co-host. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, it's me again, Matt, Cybergraptor, co-admin of the channel, and many others.
And in this episode, we're just going to cover a few things in terms of promotion for Transformers the last night. Specifically, the 6th trailer that we're going to be getting, TV spots, and the clips that were shown on Ellen and... actually, no, only the clips that were shown on Ellen. As far as we know, there are only 2 right now, but there's going to be a 3rd one, I think, on Friday. But we'll see. But first, before anything else, there is no toy haul this time, so yay.
Yeah, we're just jumping right into it.
But I feel like I made errors in my last episode. I think I did. I don't know. But if I did, you know, I apologize for my errors. I don't know everything, but I do want to thank everyone, specifically on TFW and Instagram, such as TF Daily, Transformers Database, Transformers Contributions, all you guys who have been keeping us in the loop with all these TV spots. Adam Glam as well. I really appreciate you guys for doing what you do. Thank you guys very much for keeping us all in the loop. And yeah, so one of the new TV spots that was shown roughly about a few weeks ago, we've gotten a lot.
Yeah.
I think the last TV spot that we had was Dragonstorm, and then after that, we've been getting buttloads of TV spots, like ridiculous amounts of TV spots. It's insane. I would show, or I would screen share some of this, but I really don't think it's necessary because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have seen said TV spots. But I think the last one that we did see was Dragonstorm. Or no, it was the mini Dinobots.
Yeah, I like the last one since our newest TFTC.
I think so.
Like I'm trying to a lot of TV spots that came out since which day was it when we did left TFTC? Was it
oh, it was the one with Quintessa. That was the last one.
When she that was the face?
Yeah. Where she bitch slapped Prime.
Uh-huh.
That's still kind of funny to me. So since then, that was our, I believe, probably 10th TV spot, I think. I could be wrong about that. But we did cover Bumblebee's voice TV spot and everything like that. And again, there have been a lot of freaking TV spots.
Yeah, like there's like if it like
a lot.
Pretty much, we're gonna try to cover what's new, and we're gonna right now we're gonna cover what's new. Then we're gonna cover what we think is gonna happen in the next trailer, and then I know some speculation. Like it's gonna be a pretty short TFTC tonight.
Yeah, most likely 30 minutes to 45 minutes at most.
And to get on with that, let's talk about some new stuff. What's the first thing you want to talk about?
Let's go ahead and talk about the mini Dinobots TV spot.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit. So on June 2nd, we had a new TV spot that was actually debuted on Cartoon Network. I saw this firsthand. I never recorded it or anything, but I saw this firsthand. But there was a new TV spot with a lot of footage that we have seen previously. And I'm just going to do a quick rundown as we're going through that. It shows Hot Rod's transformation, and then it cuts to the inside of Cade's trailer where we see Mini Slug and Mini Grimlock, and I think Mini Strafe is there too. I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, somewhere in the background.
Yeah, I think so. But you basically hear Cade go, "First flames, dude, you're coming into your power now." And this is where we also get our extended look at the England chase scene between Bumblebee and Barricade. Or that's Detroit, I think. I think it's Detroit or London.
I would not know that.
I think it's Detroit. I don't think that's London. But basically, we get an extended look at this scene, and it shows Barricade's transformation. He did not die during that blast. He's still alive.
Yeah, thank God. This could have been another Sideways incident or Singer.
Yeah. Well, no, Stinger didn't die in vehicle mode.
No, yeah, but like he died in the TV spot. So
Oh, yeah.
I was hoping they wouldn't do that.
So we do see Barricade. He's going to get more screen time than we anticipate, but he's still probably going to die. I mean, let's be real.
Like I mean, like if he does die, at least it's finally an end to the character. Like because after years now, 10 years of like going in and out of films and just hiding, it's finally like putting an end to the character would be nice, just so we can no longer speculate if he's going to come in and out, or come in back and stuff.
The funniest thing that I think, in terms of Barricade's character, was the fact that we thought he went into the eternal void of the Transformers, but then he shows up in Dark of the Moon, and it's like, oh, you're actually still around.
And as of right now, the only current Transformer in that void is Jolt.
Jolt,
wherever he is.
Actually, and the twins.
And the twins, yeah.
So,
well, I guess if anything, all after 4, anyone that's an Autobot is pretty much just announced dead. So
yeah.
So I guess right now we're at the vacancy 0.
Yeah. We did go over the Cinemark posters that were posted on Twitter's account with Hot Rod and Hound and all those characters. So we're not going to go over that again. We did go over the Germany posters as well. So we're just going to keep talking more about the TV spots. So that was Mini Dinobots. I think that was TV spot number 8 or 9. It was 8, 9, or 10. And then we had another TV spot called The Final Battle, and this one was posted on Instagram roughly after the theatrical trailer for Transformers: The Last Night. Literally around 11 a.m. Someone posted this, and there's not much new footage shown in this one either. Basically, you get to see just a lot of the same stuff. It's mostly footage from the first 3-4 trailers that we've gotten, and it just ends with Bumblebee's Houdini bullshit, pretty much.
Yeah.
So there's nothing new in terms
with all this new footage and clips that we've been seeing. It's almost like that scene's becoming forgettable. Like I almost kind of forget sometimes like he's going to have that happen, and I mean, like,
I really want to just.
Part of me wants me to keep forgetting because it's still,
me too.
Like a very bad scene in my opinion.
It's so stupid. It's just a cop out.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I will screen share with you guys is that we did get a new IMAX trailer, an IMAX poster, courtesy of the Transformers social media page, with Optimus and Dragonstorm in the background this time, and that just looks really cool. I kind of like how he has like this needle-like approach or appearance to him. He's like, he doesn't look like he would transform like a conventional Transformer. He looks like he would do like the KSI thing, but I don't know. But that's just really cool to see.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing about the transformation. Like sorry, I'm looking at the chat. You're talking about the transformation, right, for Dragonstorm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone was in the forum was telling me how they try to make this cop out how it's possible that the whole thing with KSI and how they distracted the whole genome, like the original, like how a Transformer transforms and then how Dragonstorm is sort of like similar to like an original Transformer. So it's pretty much it's possible that the original Transformer is transformed similar to how KSI robots.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Part of me is just like kind of hope it's just I don't know, just because if it's a combiner that kind of helps with that. I don't know. I kind of don't want it to be like that way because I think the KSI transformation stuff is bull.
It's stupid. I don't like the molecular deterioration and reassembly. It's absolutely stupid. Now we also did get a brand new clip from Ellen on June 5th. Laszlo Venn shared this as well as many other people. But we basically get an extended look at the scene where we see Cade pointing a gun at either one of the TRF soldiers or someone who is threatening them. And we get Lennox remembering Bumblebee. Basically saying that the military doesn't want it this way. And the funniest and saddest thing about this whole scene is that whenever B's pointing his gun at Lennox, you can see him visually hurt. Like, you can see him pretty much feeling utter betrayal.
Yeah, like it's like so.
His eyes are closing and everything. He looks like sincerely sad. And then I think basically he said like it's a new world order now, and these guys are calling the shots. And then Cade says, "All they want is a home, and you know it. You push them, and they push right back." And then Bumblebee goes from like straight on hurt to betrayal, then points his gun at Santos, and he's pissed off, which I think is nice.
Yeah, I think what's my favorite part about this trailer is that like this confirms that Lennox is totally did not switch sides. Like from what looks like it, between Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction, or I guess last night, like he is now kind of forced in this position because of the experience of working with Transformers for years. That he's pretty much been called to do this. Probably against his, like, not I wouldn't say against his will, but like it's probably he just has to because the government's just making him doing it. And I think it's great. It's just like it's great to know that there's like he's gonna be the conscience of TRF. Like he's gonna try his best to make sure the Autobots are like as far as the Autobots don't do anything reckless and stupid. He's gonna make sure that they are not like as targeted as they should be. Like I love how like it's because this is Lennox. Like we all know like through 3 films, like this is years of in the Transformers lore that's been working with Autobots, and he knows that not all of them are evil, but now he's working with a whole like division based on killing all Transformers, and he's the only one there who just believes that's not the case. That's going to evolve throughout the film.
Yeah, me too. And then Cade, he pretty much says like, they're not going to touch it, or me and my team are rolling out of here. I see what they did there, and I kind of like it, but it's also like, and he's like, come on, they're not going to touch us. They start walking off. They report to TRF. Says hold their guns, and then you get dialogue from Hound, which I'm really happy to hear. Just classic smart-ass Hound. He's like, "Sure you don't want to shoot? I'm a big old target, wusses." And then you hear Bumblebee make like chicken noises, which I thought was hilarious. I just thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I know for sure that like there's gonna be a lot of great Hound one-liners. I'm like if for anything they picked from the last movie with the new characters, they probably realized how much fan reaction for Hound was positive. So there's going to be a lot of him, no doubt, saying a bunch of hilarious lines. Yeah,
Hound is quite possibly one of the best characters from the live-action movie universe we've ever gotten. I mean, let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that was it for that clip. I liked it. I like that it's a completely new scene. My one minor complaint with it, honestly, is that we just see Bumblebee kind of standing around near the TRF vehicles, but we don't know where Hound is. Like, he just kind of shows up.
Yeah, which I mean, obviously, like hopefully they'll like lead it. Like, they'll explain how he gets there. You'll probably like it'll be a big guns.
If he's like off in the distance, off screen, I'll get that. But like, if he just shows up like right next to Bumblebee, or I don't know, it just seems kind of lazy. But it's not even finished yet, as far as we know. Like, they're still working on it, aren't they? They got till like June 21st to reveal or to.
Oh yeah, like I mean, see, like a part of me still thinks that because like this is if they are still working on it, it's not the first time. Revenge of the Fallen was they're finishing their final touches like minutes before the premiere in Japan for like the Revenge of the Fallen like premiere, so that wouldn't be the first time. Like a part of me still thinks that they haven't finished the the Grimlock attack scene because it still looks like he's just exploded from the ground. I don't think that's the case at all. But so and to finish up wrapping that scene, I look at the comments and Thor was talking about the how about we talk about that quick scene with Megatron and the Decepticons that they're in the final battle.
That's actually one of the next TV spots we're gonna be talking about.
Perfect.
But first we're gonna get one with my least favorite character of all, Tessa. I wish this chick would just die in this film. I swear. But we got another TV spot. I'm sorry.
I'm honestly surprised like that's even like a thing. I mean, they're not obviously not quote unquote bringing her back. She's just like actually having continuity is it's a thumbs up. I mean, I don't like the character, but at least hey, continuity. Yeah,
continuity in terms of character, kill her. Just fucking kill her, please. I don't like her. But we get a TV spot called Call or Tessa, and basically it's a voicemail of her talking to her dad, Cade. It shows a bunch of new footage as well, I believe. This is on Vimeo. I want to see if I can play it in mute just to go through it, but we'll try. We'll try. Is it going to work? Okay, yeah, this will work. So basically, that's the volume right there. Okay. Saying stuff like, hello, I'm going to tell you what I always tell you, Dad. You don't have to save the world. Now, the funniest thing in this TV spot alone was that you actually see, if you pay attention to the far left, whenever you see Hound shooting at whatever enemy there is, you see Hot Rod saving Squeaks. Squeaks is in the final battle.
Oh, he's like, which, yeah, because like as we saw in the toy art, he still has that large arm that's going to happen at some point in the middle of the film with a bunch of guns. So he'll probably wreck out some. He'll probably wreck someone, some Decepticon. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see like that
I
happen
just found
because
it
it's going to
funny.
be hilarious.
A lot of people on Instagram pointed that out, and I never noticed that in this TV spot. But I watched that, and then I went back to watch the TV spot, and it's like, oh, holy crap! Hot Rod and Squeaks are actually in that final battle. Like I knew Hot Rod was going to be there, but Squeaks of all Autobots, I thought,
Yeah.
no, you're going to be dead later on. But then nope, you're showing up in the final battle, and I just find it funny that Hot Rod's kind of protecting him, so that's kind of cool. You get to see a bit more of a Cyber Quintessa Tron, whatever you want to call it. Basically, crash landing on Earth. You get to see a bit more of a skydiving scene from the, what was it, second trailer where that one guy says, "We're going home, Izzy."
Yeah, jumping off.
Which is
whatever
also
there.
a huge reference to Dark of the Moon because they kind of had skydiving in that film alone, which I thought
Yeah,
was
I mean,
really
I mean, obviously, like no, there's no squirrel suits in this one, but
no,
like
but it's
more
still. Then you have, I believe, you see Cogman holding the hand of Sir Edmund Burton, which I think is kind of interesting.
I think instead, I don't think it's that at all. At first I thought it was, but I think throughout the progression of the film, the artifact on Cade's arm is slowly covering him more and more to a point it will be a suit of like not a full suit of armor, but I think it's going to cover his hand to where he'll be able to hold some kind of Cybertronian Excalibur swordy thing. I feel like that's because especially someone pointed out in the poster for Cade Yeager, like when his shirt was torn and the hole was full of metal. So I think that throughout the movie, like that band that connected to him when he first meets Cogman is going to progressively cover his whole arm.
I can see it.
I think he's holding like his love interest's hand, Vivian or whatever her name is.
It looks more like Cogman. If you really look at it, it actually looks a lot more like Cogman.
I don't know, just be kind of like it would be interesting. Like it'd be weird to have like a very intimate moment with Cogman and Edmund Burton. If that's the case, it doesn't matter. Like that's what came to my mind because I feel like it'd be just kind of weird to have that scene happen of just Cogman holding Edmund Burton's hand.
Maybe Sir Edmund Burton dies or something.
Yeah, it's possible.
Let's see. But I think that's honestly it for that one. Nothing really. Oh no, you have Optimus Prime. He upgraded from Grimlock, guys. He went full on like dinosaur to basically riding Dragonstorm.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I guess Aaron just who knows? Maybe next time he'll be riding just a big horse, big old robot horse. Like I feel like he's gonna ride a robot in every movie now.
I feel like they're leading with that.
I mean, yeah, there's a whole Rome Transformer movie coming up, so who knows?
I even talked to this with my mom, and she said it would have been cool if like Optimus had reins on Dragonstorm for like each head.
Oh, geez.
That would be kind of cool, but then I said that would kind of hinder with transformation, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, it's overall it's cool to have Optimus Prime the Knight flying in on a three-headed dragon. That there could not be multiple knights or one big knight. So
then, based on this scene alone, what does that say for the second trailer or whatever? Because we saw Optimus riding Dragonstorm, and then he jumped off to fight Infernicus. So does that mean, despite Optimus has blue or purple optics, and he's still kind of fighting this corruption?
See, I think so. Yeah, I think because like I was talking about earlier, I didn't say it in the live stream, but right now I'm watching season 3 of Transformers G1 for the first time. And there's an episode called Dark Awakening where another episode about like a corrupted Optimus from the Renaissance, doing evil stuff. And I'm thinking maybe similar to that where he's corrupted but he knows what he's doing and he's trying not to do it. I think the corruption is like he's able to control himself, but there are times where he thinks what he's doing is right, and the corruption is going to make him think, oh, destroying the human planet is right because it's good for my planet. So I don't think it's full on mind control anymore. I think it's just they make him think differently, like what is right, and he's been tainted.
Yeah, some like backwards.
So I think in this one, Kate Yeager is still an ally to him. So because there's from the new trailers, like from new TV spots, like there's a part of TV spot where you see knights attacking Cade and Vivian in the ship. So and we can connect now that we're gonna fight them, but then Optimus Prime is gonna come in and save them from the knights because there's that shot with Optimus Prime stabs that knight in the same room. So and that will lead into the for my word for my word live, yours must die, blah blah blah. So so I think like he's not obviously if he was evil, mind control, he would just killed Cade, but he's just tainted.
Yeah. Then we have the next TV spot titled Legend. This is sort of poor quality. This hasn't been officially released as of yet, but it starts off very interesting. We get a little bit more of the medieval battle. We see Dragonstorm kind of flying in and then kind of like body slamming a bunch of knights, which I think is kind of cool. Also a little odd.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do? We get a bit more extended footage at the World War II fight between Bumblebee and Hot Rod and the Nazis, which I think is really cool. Hot Rod sporting like these giant freaking Tommy guns, and then Bumblebee sporting like the Hound-like blasters that he has for his Voyager toy from Age of Extinction. A lot of the same footage. I think a slightly extended look at the Hound and Megatron and Hot Rod battle. I don't think so. Maybe they altered it a little bit. But there's one shot in here that I thought was really interesting, and that was whenever we see Bumblebee in the international trailer, I noticed something, and I had to watch this a few times just to notice this, but there was a poster also where he doesn't have that speaker piece anymore. And that seems like it's going to play a role in the movie, because Bumblebee in this scene, whenever he has his hammer battle ready, he's on his knee and on his, on his arm, ready to put down his battle mask. He's missing that whole speaker piece. He has an actual mouth. So I think it's really interesting that, that's actually going to play a role in the movie, and this might indicate that B's going to get his voice back.
Yeah, cross my fingers hoping that's the case.
Then we see the same shot with Optimus and him, kind of holding his sword horizontally or vertically. And this time he put his faceplate down. He didn't put it up, he put it down. So that's interesting. Maybe it might have been an error. I don't know. So nothing new really there, just a few little shots of Dragonstorm, which I'm liking that we're getting more Dragonstorm, but that's pretty much it for that one. So let's go ahead and move on to the next ones. And we're getting into the new stuff, and I know a lot of you guys are eager in the comment section, but be patient with me. So this next one is an extended TV spot titled Decepticons. And apparently Markatron from TFW 2005, aka Mark Creation Studios, he got credit for sharing this, which that's pretty cool. But I think someone also on Instagram posted this as well. So, but basically this whole TV spot is, I believe, the Bumblebee one, the Bumblebee voice one extended, transitions to a new shot with a missile being shot in Detroit, Hong Kong, Shanghai, wherever that is. Which I think is kind of interesting, also a little different. More of that Cyber Quintessatron planet. Pretty much a lot of the same footage until we see Optimus get hit 3 times, once from the side, once in the face, and then once in the back by a knight. Yeah. I don't know if it's the same knight, though. I think they're all like kind of dogpiling.
Yeah, I think they're all, yeah, exactly. They're all just ganging up on him.
We see the Osprey, which is very similar to that of the Dark of the Moon Osprey that Starscream took down, going down, and you even have Lennox saying, "We're going down!" Same footage of the Bumblebee and Optimus fight that we saw in one of the other TV spots earlier on, except this time Cade is on his chest, which I never noticed at first, but he's actually there right when Bumblebee is putting his foot down.
Yeah.
So that's a little interesting. We have Desi saying it's like a 93 chance of getting shot. And we have a very interesting drone fight in Iceland. So that's something. So more drone fights, because that's also been an occurring thing in all.
It'll be now 3 movies in a row.
Next, we have the whole Bumblebee bullshit scene, him pounding his chest. We have Hound battle ready, shooting his gun. And then we have the most perfect shot in this whole freaking TV spot. We have practically a Decepticon team shot, which is almost an homage to the Transformers Prime intro, which
Yeah, I was
think
going to
is
mention that. Yeah, it looks exactly like
brilliant. That's awesome. And then we have the final money shot of this TV spot with Optimus pulling a lockdown takedown on Infernicus by stabbing him right through his face. And we get a nice look at Infernicus, and this dude looks hell-bent haunting. He looks awesome, though. I love the way he looks.
Some could say very Unicron-y, as I'll transition into what I think in this TV spot, because those three Decepticons, like there's a shot with Megatron, Nitro Zeus, and Skulk. They're all looking badass and stuff, but I noticed looks like they're protecting whatever is behind them, and I'm just hoping, God willing, it's Unicron related. I'm being as enthusiastic as possible because I know it's not going to be it, but hoping for it because that'd be cool. Ain't gonna happen though, because I bite my teeth.
Yeah, I mean it might.
I mean, I'm hoping. God, I'm hoping.
Maybe Infernicus is Unicron, but they just changed his name.
I mean, like that'd be it'd be interesting because once again it'd be a pull from Transformers Prime where Unicron, he is all Unicron. He is one and many. He can become big. He can play the smaller version.
Or maybe the Infernicons are like Unicron's spawn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm just hoping because I feel like Quintessa has I just really hope she sends Optimus there as her herald. She was sending Cybertron there to scoop the Earth away. Hopefully Unicron's maybe there's a prison deep in the Earth. It's Unicron. Oh, I'm hoping, but I know it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Shortly after that TV spot was debuted, Japan got a new TV spot. Well, technically a TV spot, but this is practically an international trailer. A very nice one, by the way. This is a definition of a trailer. But basically, we have scenes that we have seen multiple times before. We have Dragonstorm flying past the mountain. We have him from the first teaser. We have Sir Anthony Hopkins saying, they have been here forever, hiding amongst the shadows. And we see Bumblebee in his World War II body pull up to the Nazi base of Bangheim Palace, and he transforms. You see the whole transformation, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
And it looks really good. I love him in this body. I really hope this is the Voyager toy we're going to be getting a Bumblebee. And then we see Hot Rod join the battle as well. They're both.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to toys, I hope they make one. If not, I know for sure one company, third-party company, is going to make a really cool third-party Hot Rod in Bumblebee World War II.
Yeah, I think so too. We don't even know what Hot Rod looks like though. And
yeah, no, I mean, we'll probably get a better look once the film is released. But I know for sure he's a more bigger vehicle because if not this TV spot, one of the other ones that first showed Hot Rod. I did count 3 wheels on each side, so it has 6 wheels. The vehicle has 6 wheels in total.
Yeah, maybe it might be one of those heavy-duty trucks.
I think because there's that shot where you see it's silhouette, it's dark, and you see that you see Bumblebee coming in, and there's a larger vehicle behind him. I think that's Hot Rod.
Yeah. I also noticed that in that same transformation scene, you kind of hear Bumblebee make that sound effect or that noise that he made whenever he was fighting Ravage in Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah. I didn't know if anyone picked that up. And then I also watched TV spots earlier on. I heard Lockdown transform, and it was during Hot Rod's transformation, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah, being the same vehicle and stuff. Well, same-ish.
So, and then we get treated to an entirely new scene, which for those of you who have went to the IMAX event, you've probably seen it, but we see Cogman talking with Cage, please come with me. Swat this middle cockroach for you, Cage. It shows that whole scene. I'm disappointed that they didn't keep in the line, don't kill the messenger, or the messenger will kill you.
I'm for sure, as TV spots do that, you will see that for sure, when it's released. That's how I think that's.
But what he said though was still kind of funny. He was like, "Bring it on." So, I thought that was really.
Yeah.
That's just going to be a really funny scene. Another one that we got is very interesting. This is nothing but like a 1-second shot. We see Optimus walking up to Quintessa in her planet pretty much, and it's really interesting because Quintessa's kind of just floating there waiting, and then you just see Optimus walking up. And it looks like that might be on, like, I don't want to say that's the Knights Temenos, but there are a lot of Knight statues there.
Yeah, I mean, like so it's gonna be like, because as far as I know, like there's gonna be like 2 Knight Temino-esque places. Like there's gonna be the one that could possibly be in the Knight ship from Transformers 4, and then there's like what could be in that that satellite Knight thing that we always see in the movie in the water.
Yeah.
So as far as that could be one of those 2 things.
And then we see a new shot. I think this is actually shown in TV spot in the friend or enemy one. But we see Optimus and Bumblebee just fly out of the water.
Yeah.
And then they go straight to battle. And we see that some of the scenes that were shown there are connected. So when Bumblebee and Optimus kind of parry their weapons, Bumblebee kind of does like a backflip, like handstand move to avoid his next swing. And then Cade cuts to Cade saying, this isn't you, Prime. Stop, no, and that sort of thing. Another shot that I absolutely loved was Megatron's transformation. How we actually get to see like the full thing.
Yeah, it's really very fluent.
Very clear. It's like Transformers Prime.
Yeah, like it's like this, like, and also like it is like this Megatron is very similar to Transformers Prime Megatron because we gotta realize that this Megatron is this is the first time Megatron's been designed since Transformers Prime has been made. Because by the time Transformers Prime came out, Megatron was already designed for Dark of the Moon. Inspiration came from Megatron Transformers Prime since he is a very popular take on the character.
Yeah. And then cuts to the same shot that we've seen multiple times of the Grimlock kind of erupting from the ground. But this time, and this is what worries me, you don't see him tumble. More along the lines of you see him go completely limp.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's his death scene. And I'm scared. Because I like Grimlock in the movies, and it's just a shame to see such wasted potential.
I mean, I'm hoping for it. So
I know you are. You can't wait to make your little...
I have a framed picture of Grimlock on my wall, preparing to put down in that desert ground with a bouquet of flowers and a plush toy. Oh, I'm so excited. I really hope he dies.
Remember Grimlock 2017.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have a whole, like, me and my co-host for Console Crabs, Michael, he has a really good camera. We kind of have a little screenplay ready for it. I'm so excited if he does.
Oh my god. You're actually gonna do like a whole like ceremony?
Yeah, we have a little like screen that it's gonna be very dramatic. We were fighting over if we want to make it a documentary-esque like story, like as if we're in the world of Transformers, or just make a documentary as if like just for real people. But I don't know, we're still playing around with it. Also, we don't know if he's gonna die at all, so we're excited. I'm excited to post this here on your channel. If it happens.
Yeah, by all means.
If he dies.
By all means, go ahead and post it.
Yeah, because if Grimlock does survive, and let's say Dragonstorm survives, like the Autobots have a lot of reptiles on their team, a lot of dragons and dinosaurs.
I would like to see them fight together, though. But hey, that's something for Infinite Chaos.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be cool pairing to have for toys.
So then we get basically new dialogue from Vivian Wembley saying it's real, all of it. Like she never believed it, which I can see it. Then we get a shot that we've seen multiple times of Hound shooting his minigun. But before that, I kind of skipped something. We see Optimus go up against Skeletron, who's actually in this film. He is that knight that is swinging that axe. Now, in terms of toy, a lot of people are going to say, well, that's not Skeletron because he comes with a sword. Granted, that may be the case, but it's nothing but a straight-up repaint of Steelbane, so they're going to give him the same weapon. It's always happened. But we can definitely confirm that that's Skeletron. That is not Steelbane. That's Skeletron.
And if what we do know from a later TV spot we'll talk about, Optimus Prime has yet to leave the tradition of what he does best, and we'll talk about that when we get there.
And then the best part of this whole freaking TV spot is we see Dragonstorm transform from the Knight ship, from the Knights Temenos, which I think...
Yeah, but like unfortunately, it's in the middle of the transformation, so we still don't know what he is.
It looks singular, but I assume it might be a combiner. I assume they might be Storm Rain.
As far as I know, like what happened before could be either like these knights are coming together and they form together, or it could be a bigger thing. I have no idea now what it could be. Like
because the thing I think is that like we saw we saw Dragonicus in the Chicago ship in that one scene whenever the kids are scared by him. And I want to say that Storm Rain might be on the Knights Temino still trapped.
So like if that is because see the only thing that that can that could hinder your theory is that as many Transformers things do, a lot of times they make toys of characters that aren't as prominent as the toys that they were based off of. So they could just make them based off that Chicago Knight because we saw the Chicago Knight. Obviously toys are not going to be as 100% accurate, but yeah. So it could be anything. I hope it is a Chicago Knight. That Knight looks cool. It'll be nice, and if it is it'd be cool if Storm Rain is on the Knights Temenos because it connects how Lockdown was saying how he was collecting all the knights.
I was just about to say that too.
Yeah, because so if anything, it'd be cool because all those knights that were fighting Optimus on that satellite are the knights that Lockdown have collected over the years. So that would be pretty cool.
And then we get a whole new extended look. Well, actually, we get a few more shots. We get a look at the lady, aka the McLaren, who was rumored to be Mirage, which I can see, and that's mainly because I love Mirage. I feel like he deserves a chance to come back, but at the same time, I don't see it.
Yeah, neither do I.
I mean, maybe something about Ferrari. Maybe they decide to go to McLaren for some reason because it does look vastly similar to that of Mirage from.
Also, no Transformer is forced to stay with a specific brand of car.
Right.
So,
well,
yeah.
Because we have Drift go from like a Bugatti to Mercedes, so that kind of backs that up.
Yeah.
But then Bumblebee's always been a Camaro. But
that's the Bumblebee Camaro will always be a Bumblebee Camaro because that's how that draws people in. Kids need to recognize something.
And then the final shot we got afterwards is we basically see Bumblebee shoot Barricade. And the goofiest, most creepiest part of this whole shot is that you see Bumblebee's head just kind of chilling out right next to his gun.
Yeah, it's really unusual.
That legit disturbs me.
Yeah, it is not right.
At all. Like, no. Please, no. Don't let that be in the film.
It just makes you think whatever happened to Stealth Force. Is that a thing now?
I guess that's it. That's also kind of an homage to Dark of the Moon whenever we see Sam kind of getting entangled during the transformation with Bumblebee. This is like the opposite. This is Cade's version.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for that TV spot, but let's go ahead and keep moving on. So as I said before, we got a new trailer debuting on June 8th today. I assume this might either be out early in the morning, roughly around 10 or noon, or it might be later tonight.
If it's like the past two trailers, for us over here in western part of the states, it's going to come out around 6 in the morning. Well, for you over there in the east, it's going to be coming out around 9, 10.
But we shall definitely see that. This is another TV spot called Last Hope. This one was debuted today at 4:43 p.m. and it doesn't really show much. We basically have an extended scene of Cogman talking to Cade. This time with some altered dialogue from Crosshair saying, "Who's your cute little tin man?" And same scene occurs as we see Cogman break Crosshair's finger.
Yeah, and then when it comes to the new footage, there's just a teeny-weeny quick shot of Megatron, and just in the corner, you do see Onslaught. Yeah,
you see Onslaught. You do see a lot more human shots, but of course you will. But yeah, we do see
Speaking
Megatron
of Onslaught, I was actually because I was thinking, like I said, in a past TFTC about the Decapitator. It's I was on Tumblr. And I saw a GIF of all the Decepticons, and since it's a GIF, so it just keeps repeating back and forth. You do see the Decapitator with Onslaught. It's right behind Megatron, but it is that big silver claw thing. It is just like moving in the back there. So it's funny that I just only because of that comic with the razor.
Is that the thing on Onslaught's back?
No, it's the thing. You don't see in the trailer because it's covered, but I mean you do see it. But Megatron's it's behind Megatron. His arm had that giant large claw or giant clenching looking weapon he has. That probably looks like if someone's head is in between it, will probably be decapitated. But like if you look at a GIF of it, if you pay attention to Onslaught, like if you just keep looking at him, like that arm that is covered by Megatron has a large bladed weapon on it. It will most likely be the Decapitator, is what they're talking about.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. But that's it in terms of the new footage for that one. And this is courtesy of comicbook.com, so thank you guys for keeping us up to date with all the TV spots. I don't know why Michael Bay isn't posting, or Nelson and Michael Bay rather.
I think Paramount has like more rights of releasing whatever for their movie.
Yeah, that's true. And then we have this one of okay. I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing new in this TV spot aside from a few things. This is a redone KCA TV spot that we've seen, except this time, whenever you see Isabella stand up and like kind of wake up for the morning, you see Drift, finally, who's in these TV spots, doing some sword training like he did in Age of Extinction, and then in the far back, you see Slug. So Grimlock is not the only Dinobot that we're going to be getting.
Thank God. All I need is Scorn, and I'm okay, because I don't know why I don't care about Strafe, but like I'm hoping for Scorn. I like him.
Yeah, Scorn was pretty cool. But there was reports during the IMAX event that someone did see like a shot of Slug. I don't know how far into that was, but there were reports of Slug. So Slug is back. Drift is finally in the TV spot, so we don't have to worry about him dying or anything. Well, still might have to. But he's finally in the TV spot, so I'm very happy about that.
Someone in the forums was talking about how he might die in the when the Decepticons make it to the junkyard.
I feel like that, yeah. The TV spot with Drift is called... there's no name for it. But basically...
if you go to TFW 2005, it's on the front page.
Yeah, it is on the front page with all the other new TV spots. But if you want to go and watch some of the other new TV spots, go on Instagram and look up Transformers Database and TF Daily. They will have them up. So, and hopefully there will be an HD version of this one up very soon, because I would love to see a clear rendition of Drift. Earlier today, or not earlier today. Okay, so this was from yesterday, but this finally surfaced online. We get the clip of Cogman and Cade. Basically what we saw at the IMAX event with a heated argument between Vivian Wembley and Cade Yeager. And then Cogman kind of getting pissed off, and due to Cade kind of treating her with kind of disrespect, which I can sort of see, because Cogman is kind of that one of like chivalry and whatever. I mean, he is a robot butler.
Yeah.
And then the last two TV spots we're going to be talking about is we see a new TV spot with Agent Seymour Simmons, and we get to see a submarine transformer that resembles a shark, as well as Skeletron, who was in this TV spot. So he wasn't just a toy, he is actually in this movie, which I'm very happy to see, and his face is so freaking haunting.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, it's so haunting.
His head is off.
So that's really cool.
Like
and then just to kind of go into the beginning, I kind of find it funny that Vivian was like, couldn't I have been abducted by one of the popular or famous ones? Whenever she's inside Hot Rod, I thought that was kind of funny. You hear Hot Rod speak yet again, and this time you actually see his mouth move, because he actually does have a mouth, but it's weird.
Yeah, it looks
very weird. Yeah, it does look like a beak. A bit more footage of the round table where we see Vivian kind of touch it and this thing reacts. The knight handing the medallion to someone. I don't know who. I think that actually... Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, you think it's the Chicago Knight?
I think that's the Chicago Knight.
Ah.
Look at the next shot with Cade. He's in like a Chicago esque area.
Yeah, like it would be good reason why well, why am I echoing?
I don't know. You're not
echoing a lot. Like I am for me. Okay, I'll try to work with it. Pretty much is cool. It makes sense to see why it's just randomly there, because like in the IMAX fan event, like when you it is saw in the event was after the Cogman thing, which was during his that was in a Was that his junkyard? I actually don't remember. Never mind. Pretend I didn't say anything. I don't know, pretty much he had that during that time, so which means he had it before. So it'd be interesting if that night gave it to him.
Yeah. Then we have a nice scene of Seymour Simmons in Cuba, which this has been confirmed because someone has apparently seen this footage. But there is a scene of Seymour Simmons on a phone in a phone booth talking to, I think, either Cade or maybe Sir Edmund Burton, saying like this is one of the greatest history of the ages or something like that, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I like how it's interesting how he has now converted to a more subtle life in Cuba. And no more Dutch. And someone in the comments was asking where's Dutch, and like I said before, Al Tunick told me he was signing my Transformers 3 DVD, and he said nah, he will not return for any of the movies.
Maybe because he just didn't enjoy it.
Probably, for like a lot of actors recall having bad memories. So I don't like. Honestly, I'm surprised Turturro is even in it. But money's money.
I think Turturro actually really enjoyed the Transformers movies, though.
Like the latest interview back around between 3 and 4, I think he was saying how it's a very like filming with Michael Bay was a very difficult process. Like, did you know that his character is based off Michael Bay directing? Why is it like Simmons is all like he's all like sporadic and like talks really fast. He was saying that he based his character off Michael Bay. So just imagine Seymour Simmons, and that's how Michael Bay pretty much acts during directing. That's what John Turturro. Anyway, it's cool to see him. He has a beard. Everyone has beards these days.
Yeah, he's very, very bushy. We see Cade on the plane or in the Osprey and holding Vivian's hand, kind of in panic. So it's kind of like subtle,
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I'm replying to a message. Okay. We're also going to probably be getting another guest. It might be TF Fanpage 101, so I'll shoot him a link. But we basically see them kind of subtly exchanging feelings. We see the submarine transformer, which is dark. I don't like it. When I was expecting a submarine transformer, I was thinking like full-on robot mode, but then this is kind of like an RID take, like Hammer Strike or something, but it's okay, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like we don't like. I don't even know like really what it is. Like if it's like what is it really like? Is it part of the like those Infernicon as like is it Infernicon? Is it a Decepticon we just didn't see with Megatron's crew? Is it aligned at all? Like it's a mystery.
I don't think there's gonna be any answer aside from hey, it's a transformer.
Oh no, spooky robot in the ocean. Watch out.
Spooky, scary shark robot. But yeah, we see Cade looking at a knight, and this knight reactivates apparently, and this knight is actually Skeletron. We see him kind of slashing at the TRF agents and Cade and Vivian. We see Vivian actually holding one of Cade's Cybertronian-made pistols and fire at it, or fire at someone. But it's very cool to see Skeletron in this film. We see that same Osprey go down once again. Barricade being shot at. I think that's Vivian actually holding on to Cade or trying to. I could be wrong. I think so. Cade, once again, the humor in this film is a little off. But it's like Cade asks, what are you doing tomorrow or whatever? And Vivian just takes a long pause. And it's like, just get on the plane. And it's stupid.
That's close to Michael Bay's type of humor.
Now, someone said this was Hound transforming. I don't think that's the case. I think that's just Hound doing like a somersault and then.
Yeah, I mean,
ready.
We can all hope though. That'd be great.
I really hope we get Hound and Crosshairs and Drift transformations in this film.
That'd be nice.
Same scene with Megatron slashing at Hound's head, Bumblebee and Cade, or Optimus and Cade fighting, or a Knight and Cade fighting, and then the same shot with Optimus getting his sword ready for battle.
Yeah.
And to end this stream, because this actually has been more than 45 minutes, we go on to another new TV spot with a new character who was speculated, but we kind of just deterred away from our speculation.
Yeah, we just shrugged it off because it's been so long since we've heard about it.
This whole TV spot right here is basically, this was debuted on FX, by the way. And it starts with like Sir Anthony Hopkins giving Kate and Vivian orders, which is interesting. I didn't expect that of his character.
Yeah.
He got like really strict. Basically, some of the footage, we see that same missile hit Chicago, Shanghai, wherever it is, Hong Kong. Extended look at the Bumblebee and barricade chase scene. Basically, a lot of the same stuff that we have seen before. So I think I'm just going to get right to the money shot of this whole TV spot. There is a new character who we did not think was actually going to be a character at all, who resembles that of Hound. This character is the Junk Truck. And he has a voice. And he has some dialogue exchanging between him and Hound. And he says, "You always resort to violence." Hound replies, "I like violence." And I was shocked.
Yeah, I mean, like it's very unusual. Like like they hide that very well because and the fact that we saw a Junk Trunk for one scene during filming, he was probably what I think is that Cade is obviously making some kind of refuge for Transformers and unaligned Transformers, like non-Autobots. Because in the IMAX fan event, there's a part where he is going to he's trying to there's a part where he's on the radio talking to someone saying how he couldn't save him, and I think he's talking to Canopy, or he could be talking about the Chicago night. I'm not sure, but pretty much he's saying they couldn't save him, which means that it looks like Cade is going throughout the world trying to rescue Transformers before TRF takes him, and so I think it's interesting that so pretty much his junkyard has become more of a habitat now for Transformers that don't have a home.
I really hope we get a proper introduction for this character. Also, hello,
yeah, I hope so.
Fan page. We're talking about TV spots. Have you seen them?
Yes.
So what are your thoughts on the new TV spots that showed up today? Specifically the one with the Junk Truck.
I'm not calling him Wreck-Gar right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, I'm also staying away from that too.
I'm going to call him Cup.
I'm going to call him Bob's Burgers.
And I hope like this character has like a relationship like in a brotherly way to Hound, because these two share a very big body similarity. Big gut, beard, sort of like a hat. But I so did not expect him to show up. And I'm really glad that like he did, because when we look at these vehicles when they're on set, we think this is going to be a Transformer. This is not going to be a Transformer. But like the really obscure vehicles are always Transformers. Like the World War II tank, Bulldog. We thought he was going to be a Transformer. He turned out to be a Transformer. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, we just thought that this Junk Truck was not going to be a Cybertronian. We just thought he was just going to be this random dude.
No, I'm pretty sure I thought it was going to be a Cybertronian all this time.
I'm not speaking for you. I'm kind of speaking among me and Cyborg, because we kind of deterred away from speculation.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad that I did, because damn it, I wanted to stick to my guns.
I just like the fact that
he looks
kind of like a pacifist.
He looks really cool. And I know this is going to be a long stretch, but I really hope to God we honestly get like a figure of this character from someone out there. Probably not Hasbro, because I don't think that'd be possible unless like the stuff was removable and then it could be put on them. But I hope someone out there, a third-party company, makes a figure of this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell what that is. Is that Voltron?
Sure. It's Voltron.
No. It's,
I'll take it back.
The face looks like the lion. So, oh, you got kicked back.
Yeah.
Neat.
So now I finally have all the Insecticons, so.
I know how you feel. I'm so happy they actually made Kickback.
Oh, so happy.
So yeah, I'm not gonna call him Retgar. I'm gonna call him Cup because this dude does look old. He seems to have a relationship with Hound. In terms of like knowing him, which I think is kind of cool because they both kind of share dialogue back and forth, which I think is also very nice to see. That and they just share a very similar body type, which I think is also really cool to see. So I apologize if I haven't shared anything screen share wise, but again, you know, I don't want to risk it. But I will post a lot of the stuff on my Instagram if you guys want to go check it out there. But the last thing we're going to do is basically talk about speculation for trailer 6. Because we're getting another one today, so yay! Anyone specifically want to start?
Sure, I'll go on. I'll first like to say how there are a lot of trailers, and it's almost like too much. Like last time, there's been so much like promotion for Transformers movie was back in Revenge of the Fallen. So let's hope that it doesn't end that way. That the movie is, you know, seen as garbage. But you know, I'm hoping that they don't show too much in this trailer. I was thinking how much footage they've shown us. They probably showed us about 20 to 25 minutes of footage throughout all the trailers and TV spots. And there's still 2 hours and 30 minutes to go. So I don't know.
The runtime for the movie has been confirmed. It's about 2 hours and 28 minutes. So it's like 2 hours and 3 minutes worth of footage we have yet to see.
Yeah. So I'm
minus the TV spots.
Pretty much what I hope there's like what I would like not to see. I don't want to see any more Bumblebee versus Optimus.
No, they need to
see any more of the final battle in that Iceland area. I like to save that, and no more new characters. I'm just show me some cool shots of Knights running, or you know, Cade making a funny, or you know, Hot Rod doing a dance. I don't show anything too crazy. We have less than 2 weeks from now. You know, give us a break.
Yeah, but we got 13 days. Let's not overdo it too much.
Yeah.
I for one, I hope we see a little bit more of the Dinobots because we did just see Slug in a new TV spot, which I'm very happy to see because that indicates that hey, Grimlock isn't the only survivor who decided to, you know, survive. He didn't get like the rest of them didn't get like budget cuts. Now I assume we're gonna hopefully see Scorn and Strafe. If not Strafe, then just Scorn. Because honestly, Strafe had his spotlight in the Stinger versus Bumblebee.
Yeah, and Scorn getting a whole new toy, so let's give him some action to go with it.
I assume we're gonna see more Adrift because we now just got his first TV spot appearance, and that's sort of what happened. Whenever during Age of Extinction, like he first showed up on a TV spot, and then he showed up in like the final trailer. So I assume they're gonna go with that route again. Really hope we get more transformations. Like, give me Hound, give me Crosshairs, give me maybe the junk truck, maybe Bulldog. You know, anyone, please. Nitro, any of the Decepticons. I just think it'd be really cool. Some Megatron dialogue.
Yeah, we have not heard him at all.
But we do know Frank Welker is voicing him, so that's good.
That's good.
Maybe some more Knights. I mean, the backstory stuff isn't really anything super spoilerish in my personal opinion. I feel as though it's like it's classic Transformers formula. You know, you have your backstory of the past and everything. If you could just show us a little bit more of the Knights, that'd be really cool. Mm-hmm. But like, no more Optimus versus Bumblebee. No more of the Cybertron planetoid thing coming down to Earth. Just stay away from that stuff. Maybe something with Infernicus. Maybe like a full-on combination scene of them. I mean, that would be kind of cool, but also I think it might be a little much. But I don't know. I look forward to seeing it, but I just really hope they don't show anything that's like that hasn't been shown already. At least like not too much that contains spoilers, because I love the stuff that they're coming out with. But I feel like, granted, we're up to like 20-something TVs. No, like 26 TV spots, and we're almost at 30. We still got a long ways to go, or we still got a little to go for this movie. don't show the whole thing. Don't do Age of Extinction. Don't do Dark of the Moon. Just, you're doing good. Keep it at that. This is the final trailer. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, that's just my opinion, but I really hope that, it stops there. Brian, what about you?
I'm sorry. I've muted you guys a couple of times because I'm trying to figure something out. So what are you talking about?
We're just talking about speculation for this new trailer.
Which trailer?
Trailer 6.
The one that's not out.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I have a feeling that it's probably going to be... I don't know if this makes sense, but usually the last trailer that they put out is like the most exciting. Like it's got the... I remember for Dark of the Moon, they had that kind of techno dubstep music going on through the trailer. I remember for Transformers 4, they had just action, 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 action. So I think it's going to be probably closer to that, but I could be wrong. That's all I could think of. There's going to be new scenes, probably more of Totoro, probably more of what Tessa's saying because we know she's in the movie.
In terms of cameo, I hope this chick dies. I don't like her. I really don't like this character. I want her to die.
Who, Tessa?
Yes, I hate her.
Well,
I honestly, I don't think we're going to see her at all.
Movie.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see. I just think we're going to hear a phone call like she. I don't think she did well in the movie to be in the movie. I think they just put in that phone call just to show you guys that hey, we didn't forget about her. She because it is his daughter. So it's not like he just forgets about his daughter and adopts a whole new one.
No, I'm not saying that. Well, I mean that's sort of the route they're going with Izzy.
Yeah, exactly. But that's just saying pretty much they're trying to tell you, hey, he didn't forget about her.
But
what?
I still hope
I don't have another daughter. I only have you, Izzy. No.
You want to go? You want to go get want some burgers? You want some Mark Wahlburgers?
Something to eat? I'm hungry.
I'd love some Wahlburgers.
Wahlburgers.
You know who makes Wahlburgers? Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Markiplier. Markiplier Wahlburger.
Anything else? Any other speculation?
AKA move on, Brian. What you're saying is...
what?
I don't know. I just don't think there's going to be... I think all you're going to see is extensions of what you already saw. Maybe something with Barricade that's new. I feel like we're getting close to getting more of Barricade, but maybe something with Nitro. Maybe something with Onslaught. But I think if I have to place a guess on anything, I think more of Barricade, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say.
I think it's fair that we can just say we can debunk the whole Combaticons thing.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to show up. I want them to.
It's possible that the money shot for this trailer may be like another shot of the Optimus Prime Megatron fight.
Yeah. Hopefully not something that like really shows a lot, but
yeah, that like no killing blows.
Yeah. Do you think it's safe to say though that the Combaticons can be like debunked?
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm not seeing any Bruticus coming in.
No, I'm not either, and that's kind of disappointing to me because frankly, I wanted the Combaticons so bad because like this is the first time Onslaught's getting a movie appearance, and I think it'd be really cool if like these Decepticons were the Combaticons because you got a Jet, you got a police, you know Barricade could even be a Combaticon. You could have Hooligan, like, ironically be part of a giant killing machine.
Mohawk will turn to the Mohawk. He'll just turn to Bruticus. It's just large Mohawk.
Mohawk is still the ugliest Transformer I've seen in the movie.
I can see that being in the trailer. Just a quick shot of Mohawk, just oozing some kind of robot slime.
You guys think we're gonna see these? We're gonna hear these characters talk?
All Decepticons are just Megatron, because I don't see all of them talking. I don't even see Barricade talking.
Maybe all of them. I mean, we do have a.
No, I'm telling you right now, not all of them are.
Yeah, they're gonna be speaking Cybertronian only. Barricade maybe, but like most of them, besides Megatron and possibly Barricade, are gonna just go straight into Cybertronian.
I'm just glad that we finally see Drift in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy
with that. And Slug. As far as I know, Jess Harnell is supposed to be voicing in this film, so I assume he's going to be. Barricade because he did him in the first movie. So I don't know, but I honestly think that's pretty much all there is for this. I mean,
yeah, that's it. We're going on for 1 hour.
Yeah, well, I mean, we tried to go to the mark.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
Can I also explain? I don't think the submarine is a Sharkticon.
Oh, why do you say that?
Like,
maybe it does transform into a Sharkticon, but that scene in particular didn't have its mode.
I agree. I think like from what we just saw, it looked like a submarine, and like we said, like the only reason we keep saying the word Sharkticon is because TFW 2005, the article, the article said, "Oh, it looks kind of like a shark."
The revealed robot is an evil submarine which resembles a shark. Oh,
yeah.
Shark.
So yeah, exactly. So that's the only reason why we're talking about it. As far as we know, it's an evil submarine that turns into a rock.
It could be it could be a TRF submarine.
Yeah, exactly. It could. Yeah, who knows?
But
turns out you just find out how to turn yourself into a transformer. Surprise.
Yeah.
No, it can happen. But yeah.
Or maybe it's a ghost submarine. Ooh, we got knights, we got dragons, now we got ghosts.
Wait, hold on for Transformers 6. We can't spill everything out just yet.
Transformers 6, the spooky terror.
So I honestly think that's pretty much all there is to say in this. A lot of TV spots have been out. We're already up to like 26 TV spots, almost 30.
Transformers Spook of the Moon.
We're getting a 6th trailer. A lot of more toys are being revealed, which I'm very happy about. There have been in-hand images of the Hot Rod figure, which is a new mold. Just similar engineering to that of Lockdown, so I'm very happy about that.
He looks just a tad bit better in hand. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah. Like
for sure.
Those hound guns help.
They do.
Like unfortunately, I don't see myself picking him up, but those like the poses just help a tad bit.
Oh, yeah. 2 things I wanted to add actually.
Yes.
First one is on Hot Rod. Someone mentioned that I don't think he's a remold of Lockdown. Yes, he is.
Actually, like I just said,
the legs for sure are Lockdown, but I do believe the upper part of that torso may just be a whole. Just
everything else is a remold, not a remold. It's a new mold. It's an entirely new mold with.
It shares. Okay, the hinge that connects the windshield is new, but the neck area and where all that connects, that's the same. A lot of the inner hinges are the same. The lower legs are the same. Yeah, it's got a new head, new arms. And someone explained, well, it's got a whole new shell. Same thing that happened with Drift, but he's a remold. And also, yes, he is taller, but that's because of 2 things. One, on the Lockdown figure, it had to extend out and had to transform a certain way because he had these 2 parts that had to overlap the hood of the car. And 2, the body folds up. So what I'm saying is that they can extend it to any size they want. So yes, those are new parts. I'm not saying that it doesn't have any new parts whatsoever. Most of it is new parts, but it's a remold because it still has a lot of the interior parts. Not even just like the Dark of the Moon Roadbuster to Lockdown or anything like that. No, it still shares a lot of the same parts. And it's not just the feet. There's a lot to it.
Well, like I was saying, it's an entirely new mold, just sharing a lot of engineering from Lockdown. That's honestly what like the person in hand said it was, and I think Josh Warren or John Warren, the Hasbro design team member, even said that it was a new mold. Excuse me. I do like it. It looks really good in hand as opposed to the CGI image, which is pretty much a vast majority of that with a lot of the figures that we have gotten. But we'll see.
And another thing I wanted to say, the hammer that Bumblebee has is not the hammer of Solus Prime.
Why do people keep saying that? It's totally not.
Because it's a yellow hammer, and they think, oh, because this movie is sort of taking stuff from Transformers Prime.
It reminds me, like today, I was telling Michael how I was reading that Transformers app, the lore thing, and that about lore of the Transformers movies, and literally that thing is so full of errors, and like it's the aligned continuity timeline, and then it just ends up being the movie timeline.
Yeah, and also I wanted to say, I also wanted to say the comics themselves for the movies that everyone says is the whole prequel to the movies that came out before Transformers 4, before Transformers 5. Not even half the people who watch the movies read the comics.
Yeah, those comics, I'm pretty sure those comics were made intended for non-canon. Like that is like as of right now, all those comics from between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and the prequel movies, well, all that's not canon.
Yes,
for sure.
Agreed. I fully agree. I
like,
don't
to me,
consider
like
them canon
what's considered canon to me is if either Hasbro confirms it, or if it's written by the same writers of the movies, or if Michael Bay is putting his work into it. Those are those.
To be honest with you, when they were coming out, I didn't consider them canon even during its original release, because I feel like they just wanted to throw in comics that would
same here. Same here. I agree.
I mean, granted, I never the comics. I feel like they did fill in a bunch of plot holes in a sense. I don't count them canon. Like they're not, canonically connected, but I still think they're good. They're a good read nonetheless. But even though they're not canon, they do kind of fill in some plot holes. That's just me. Like in the Dark of the Moon prequel or adaptation, it shows Skids and Mudflap being killed. It shows Mirage being killed.
Yeah, I mean, the Dark of the Moon comic, like that comic is completely like a script that was the original script. Like that comic, and same with the novelization of the movie, were like that was draft 1, and they changed it because they knew that they can make more films.
And you know what? To be honest, because they changed it, they could bring back Skids and Mudflap. They could do all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, like most Autobots are dead now. So anyway,
there was also a rumor a while ago. I was reading the TFW boards, and this is from the same person who said that they saw I don't know if they saw the movie, but they saw something. It might have been during the fan event, but there was a scene in Cuba with Agent Simmons and possibly Topspin. I'm pretty sure I referred to this before, but someone is saying that one of the Cuban Autobots over there with Simmons might be Topspin. He's like playing soccer with someone, and I'm pretty sure Laszlo Van also pointed this out. So he was correct about him with Bumblebee's voice and the whole Siri trolling thing by Izzy. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this scene in the movie with the Autobot in Cuba, and if it is Topspin, then that'd be awesome because we have yet to see him or Roadbuster say that they're dead.
Yeah.
We never saw them get killed.
I really hope Topspin's alive. I don't know why. It's
yeah. I mean, hey, make him talk, and we finally get a voice.
Probably sound like a girl.
I don't think he had a voice in Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, but it's but yeah, I personally would be surprised. Like that's literally like stretching. Like no one in the audience except Transformers fans will be like, oh, like that's Topspin.
Well, they do have the rights to the name now. I mean, they did just bring out Generations Topspin.
Yeah. What are the chances if Topspin's there? What if Roadbuster's there? Like we know Leadfoot's dead, but
like it's just like, but like if that is the case, Topspin's there, then so literally as at that point, everyone can have bragging rights saying, "Oh, Sideswipe could be alive. Mirage could be alive." Like so,
that'll probably be if that McLaren actually.
Yeah, exactly. So like future films, or especially a lot of future films being prequels, literally anything could happen now.
But why are they? The thing that kind of confuses me a little bit is like the McLaren is called the Lady. Why is I know it's a placeholder, but why do you think it's a lady if it's not going to be a female?
Oh, because look at her. She's a pretty car, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All
there
cars
might be
are
a
women.
chance that it is actually a transformer because this thing is actually shown up in like in the Japanese trailer and in the TV spot.
That
So we're
wasn't
starting
what
to
I
see
was
more-
talking about. I was talking about maybe you know what, Michael? Maybe it's a joke that someone could refer to the car as her. You know how some people do that with their cars? They're like, "Oh, she's a beaut" or something like that.
Yeah.
What if the joke is that someone freaks out that's a transformer when someone says, "Oh, look at her, she's a beaut"?
Jokes on you.
I hope it's a transformer. I really do because now that we have the junk truck and we have a submarine
Yeah,
transformer,
see,
we're getting-
anything at this point, like who knows? Those bowling pins could be transformers. We didn't know about it.
just a random note that kind of bothered me. You know when Crosshairs fell down, those bowling pins were still up. They should have.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that too. They literally did not move. Oh,
They
God,
should have. They should have fell down.
You guys realize that those aren't actual bowling pins.
They're right. Like I said, they're Decepticons in disguise. Just waiting.
No, they're like wooden things that stick up from the ground. They're
Bowling
not
pins?
bowling pins.
I thought they were bowling pins because there's a bowling ball right next to it.
No, it's all like prop stuff or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, like overall, what we're saying is those
They
things
should have fell down.
Oh
should
yeah,
have fell
they
down.
should have fallen down though.
But I think that's honestly pretty much all there is to say for this episode. Unless I check TFW and then there's something else new.
Oh no,
No,
dude,
I
what
just
I thought
checked
they
this thing.
shouldn't have fallen down because they say, "Oh, you got weird warrior ninja robot." So wouldn't it be cool if he could drop kick Crosshair's ass, but none of the bowling pins fall over?
That'd be quite a skill.
Bruce Lee kind of Jackie Chan shit.
I'm gonna
Robot.
check cybertron.com here real quick and see if there's anything. Nope. Okay. So the only thing we have to really look forward to is a trailer that will be out probably 6 a.m. for the West Coast and probably 10 or noon for
Wait a
the East
minute.
Coast. Oh, what?
Did they clarify that it's for the last night?
Yes.
I was just thinking because we got a movie coming out this year, and then there's a movie coming out next year. What if we get a trailer for the Bumblebee movie beforehand?
Didn't they just begin
I
filming?
mean, like that would be.
Or no, aren't they going to begin filming in
That'd be
July?
Yeah, I mean, like exactly. That's why I'm like, I don't think that'd be the case, but that would be intense. I don't
That
think
would be
so. Like
interesting.
that'd be. Yeah.
Or like watch the teaser be like some of the scenes from like the World War II, and then like it's just
See, that's what, I'm curious now, like, because since they retconned from the comics, like, do you think we'll see Hot Rod in the Bumblebee movie?
I assume
Yes.
so. If they fought together and they're
Like-
they kind of showed that.
It'll probably show like how they separate.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want that toy of Bumblebee in that World War II style.
Yeah.
That might be the Voyager. That might be the Voyager.
No, I don't think he's the Voyager though. I think the rumor that came out for Bumblebee wasn't.
See, I kind of also agree with Brian. I think the Voyager for Bumblebee rumor is also maybe false. But if it is true, and because we were talking about
wasn't.
how
It
Well,
wasn't
hold on.
because this was on Amazon Spain, and this was the same information where we got it about Leader Class Dragonstorm.
See, here's the thing though, Michael. It said that it was going to be a Wave 3 Bumblebee. But the problem with that is we're having a Wave 3 Bumblebee, but it's a deluxe. So maybe something mixed up with that.
We'll see. I just hope we still get toys of like Onslaught and Mohawk, Hooligan. Dare I say Canopy? I just like a little thing of
I
Canopy.
don't see that happening. Like no alt mode.
Yeah.
Like he turned into a rebel, so I don't think
Maybe
he's
the
No,
submarine.
they have
Maybe
a
the
toy for Canopy. It's called Payload.
Or-
yeah, for your imagination.
Yeah. Or maybe the junk truck because they could just remold Hound.
That would be weird.
Also to Master Builder 164 gaming and reviews and fun. I know that the movie isn't going to take place during World War II. I'm just saying for the teaser, they could show that and then just say like, have the Bumblebee movie logo be at the very end. Not show actual. We've had that done with Transformers movie before. I'm pretty sure of it. But yeah. Nothing new on Cybertron, nothing new on TFW, so I think this is a good spot to end it. This has been almost an hour and 20 minutes, so we're a little over our mark.
Yeah, all right. I'll go ahead and sign out.
I honestly think that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. So thank you all very much for tuning in. It's very late. It's 2:40 in the morning as of this stream, so I think we're going to call it a night. So let's go ahead and get sign-outs out of the way. So, Brian, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm. You put me on the spot.
Your line is, "I'm Brian. Thank you for watching. I'm signing out."
Subscribe to my channel.
I'm Cyberwreck. Damn it. Oh.
I'm sorry. I don't think you're right for this part. I think we're gonna find something else.
I'm TFan Page 101. Those Ultimate Doom. Those are my channels. You can go ahead and do whatever you want. Troll them, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, those are my channels. Journey to TF5 is my Facebook page where your interest will be altered. Yeah. That's pretty much all I got. Oh, in 20 minutes I'll have a new video on my channel, so.
Alrighty. Cyborg?
Yep, this is Matt, also known as Cyberraptor, co-admin, yada yada. Thank you for watching, where your excitement is metamorphed.
I like that.
You still
be your
want
house.
from
I actually like that. All right. And you guys pretty much know who I am. So as usual, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge you guys on the live chat. I would have done that, but it's late, and we only planned this for like about half an hour, but it went on. We got a lot covered, and there will be more probably this Friday or this weekend. We're going to talk about the trailer. I'm not going to do a trailer reaction. I made that clear on my Instagram post as well as my Facebook post, so I'm sorry. But the last reaction I did was the last one. I'm not going to do any more. That's not happening.
Not even for the new trailer coming up?
Nope. I will watch it and I will do a review on it, but no. If anything, I'll go on Instagram Live and do my reaction there. So if you want to go on Instagram and follow me there, I will do a reaction live later in the evening if it's up. If it isn't, you know, I might be sleeping. Who knows?
Too far.
Anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe, not only for my content, but for Cyborg Raptors and BC's content, because this is the only channel where your entertainment will be transformed.
I think he stole that from us.
And if you want to contact me in any way, shape, or form, by all means, go ahead and do so by leaving a comment down in the comment section down below. Post a message with me via the Facebook page. Also, like the Facebook page and follow me on Instagram, where you'll get exclusive clips, content, info, and coverage on my channel, as well as the Transformers franchise as the latest developments occur. And once you guys message me, please be respectful, be appropriate, and be patient, and I'll reply to you guys as soon as I can. With all that being said, my fellow addicts, that's pretty much all there is to say. So, please remember, until next time, to get addicted, stay addicted, and TF addicts for life. This is TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, rolling out. Peace and good night.